If you're a complete beginner coming back to the guitar, or you just want to sharpen your skills, head to the skill builder section. Pentatonic, shape 3, C shape in the key of G. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Shape 3, major pentatonic, C shape in the key of G. All right, if you've made it here, you're doing fantastic. Or if you're circling back at guitar and you're cleaning your things up, this is it. This is a fantastic shape. And at the risk of being redundant, how many shapes do we have? We've only got 5. That means we actually only have one more to go. Because I know it's a little weird. We started on shape 5, but I love teaching in the key of G. I think it's the most accessible on guitar. We'll dig into that later, but again, just planting seeds for tomorrow. So the C shape is probably the second most popular shape after shape 5, or we'll call this the shape 3. So the C shape, shape 3, we use it all the time. It's absolutely fantastic. Be sure to dig into it, get very comfortable, and eventually here soon, we should be starting to play our shapes maybe with some tunes. Picking a jam track in the key of G, or if we can find a song in the key of G. Search engines these days are fantastic, as AI will probably pull up a giant list of songs in the key of G, your favorite artist. You could put in whoever's your favorite and say, what songs does this artist have in the key of G? It'll pull them up. This would be a good moment to maybe start trying to play the music, because that's going to feel a little rough at first, but eventually we'll get there. We're not trying to jam. We're not trying to go crazy. We're just trying to kind of play with some tunes at this stage. So our right hand is feeling good. Our alternate picking is feeling A-okay. Our chromatics are feeling very solid. Shape 5 should be feeling fluid. Shape 2 should be feeling pretty good too. Shape 1, always a little bit of a trouble, always a little bit behind. Don't worry too much about shape 1. So as we're heading to shape 3, phase 1 of this, we should be pretty comfortable with our alternate picking. Our spacing on our left hand should be getting a little bit better. We might still be kind of moving and chasing our finger. Our notes might still be a little bit staccato-y. Staccato sounds like legato is what we're looking for now as we're transitioning, trying to get these smoother. So we're not kind of working on speed, but we're really working on placement, tone, and that more smooth style of playing legato between our notes, which takes a while. It's okay if it's still a little choppy, but if we're noticing ourselves pushing speed and we sound like that, I would circle back. I'd slow down a little bit, and I would try to get our notes sounding more like this as we work through. We really want them to be comfy. And I know that's a higher level of playing, but just an example where we're really trying to go. We're really trying to get that playing to be smooth. So this one, comfortable right hand alternate picking. Left hand starting to feel pretty comfortable too. Working on legato and connecting our notes, getting them to be a little smoother, a little less staccato. Same concept though. You can turn on the metronome. We do not have to play with it. So let's play through it one time going up. I'll call out the notes index, pinky twice on that 7th fret. Here we go. Ready? Go. Index, ring twice. Now, a little tidbit here. I'm going to pause. I have found on this shape specifically, sometimes on the other, but really on this shape, that it really benefits us to memorize the bottom 4 strings first and work our way backwards. So where I typically tell you to go north to south, on this one, what I'd like for you to do is memorize index, pinky, index, ring, the bottom 4 strings. and play that 3, 4, 5 times in a row. As that feels comfortable, then what I want you to do is we're going to add the top 2. So let's go through it one more time, and I'll pause on the high one. Here we go. Ready? Go. Index, pinky twice. Pause with me here. Now, we're going to go middle pinky on the next one, and then index pinky. Now we're going to go ahead and start going backwards. Here we go. Pinky, index. Here's the one that gets everybody. Pinky, middle. Everybody has trouble with this one. They want to put the pinky down. But let's try to remember the form that we learned before. So ring, index twice. Pinky, index twice. Okay, so in that phase and on this one, compartmentalization is the ticket, and I will talk more about compartmentalization as we evolve. Guitar is very kind of piece-centric. I think of it like a phone number, 512 dash, ... dash, ... So we learn these compartments of a number, compartments of playing, and something that I think is missed a lot in teaching is actually breaking down into smaller pieces. So I love breaking this scale down into the bottom 4 strings and then adding the top 2 and almost thinking them as 2 pieces as you put them together. Okay, as it becomes comfortable, we're probably heading over to the metronome now on phase 2, a little quicker on this and trying to get comfortable and line up with the metronome. Let's do it one time together. Here we go. 2, ready, go. Index, pinky twice. Index, ring twice. Here's our middle pinky. Index, pinky. Backwards, pinky, index. Pinky, middle. Ring, index twice. Pinky, index twice. Cool. If you're having trouble on any of these scales, if you're not quite keeping up or you're, hitting little issues, remember it's totally fine. Just be present to where you're at. Ignore the metronome. Play steady. I promise with consistency and clarity, you will ultimately get your presence, and these things will really start coming together and really start clicking. And it gets fun as you get in that delayed gratification loop. Learning is a constant recall process, not a constant exposure process. If we really let that sink in, it's super important, and it took me a lot longer than it should have to learn it. But that's the way the app is built, and the way that I structure my teaching and lessons, and the way I also learn. I'm kind of constantly testing myself, giving myself space, and testing myself. One of the main things I tell my students is, hey, on the day I give you a lesson, right when you get back home, pick up your instrument and recall what we did. Self-test. Make sure that you're checking in on the data and the info that you learned, and you're resending those neural pathways, because those neural pathways are ultimately what create our muscle memory and our ability to learn and recall something. So learning is a constant recall, not constant exposure. Hey, you made it this far, and that is absolutely awesome. That means that you truly care about learning and understanding. That's why I built FretRepz for you. It offers clarity, tracks progress, and turns drills into real skills. No more wasted time, no more guessing. Head to the link below or go to FretRepz.com and give it a try. Also, if you found this information helpful, please subscribe and ring that notification bell, because we got plenty more coming. FretRepz. Practice smarter, play better.